Just a reminder that all proceeds from our YouTube channel are donated to charity. Please help us help others by giving us a thumbs up or subscribing to our channel. Your support makes a difference. Hey everyone, welcome back to Luxury Travel Docs, where we bring you honest reviews of items that will help you have meaningful and healthy travel. We understand the importance of quality sleep, and we're always on the hunt for items that will help enhance your sleep, so then when it's time to vacation, you are ready to go. As we've told you before, quality sleep before you vacation is essential for a successful journey. Quality sleep before you go reduces fatigue, enhances your mood, and improves alertness. It aids in reducing jet lag, improves your immune system, and reduces stress. Well-rested travelers are likely to stay safe, make the most of their time away, and enjoy their journey. You may have seen our recent unboxing of the neat AquaPad CozyFlow heated water mattress pad, and we finally got some chilly weather so we could try it out. So we want to bring our total review and some important information about this product to you. Before we dive deeper into our review, we wanted to remind you that we did receive a free CozyFlow mattress pad in exchange for our thoughts on this product. Now here's the deal. Just because we got a free mattress pad doesn't mean that we're not going to be honest with our review. Whether we're raving about a new product or we're giving you the quirks, we're going to give you the real scoop. So let's continue and let's see if the AquaPad CozyFlow mattress pad lives up to the hype. Here are some of the features that intrigued us about the AquaPad CozyFlow mattress pad instead of just using a regular blanket. First is the safety. The AquaPad CozyFlow uses water heating technology, reducing the risk of overheating. This is opposed to an electric blanket that is prone to overheating, potentially posing a fire hazard if it's not used carefully. Plus, there's such a thing as EMF radiation. Now, the AquaPad CozyFlow is designed to eliminate electromagnetic field radiation, addressing a common concern with electric blankets. Now, what about the heating speed? This is one of the things that we found pretty impressive about the AquaPad CozyFlow mattress pad. It employs dual tank technology for instant, concise heating without waiting. This is opposed again to an electric blanket that takes some time to reach a desired temperature, and it's usually much slower than something like the AquaPad. And then there's the smart features. The AquaPad CozyFlow offers 15 smart features, including temperature-controlled heating, child lock, antifreeze, and a sleep mode. Whereas an electric blanket typically provides basic temperature controls without any advanced features. Now let's talk about what you'll find inside the box when you get your hands on the AquaPad CozyFlow mattress pad. The packaging was well thought out, and as we peel back the layers, here's what you'll discover. First, the mattress pad. It's gray and very soft, and we got the king-size pad. Attached to the mattress pad, you'll find the tubing needed to connect the main unit. The tubing is durable and designed for a secure connection, ensuring efficient water circulation from the main unit packaged separately. Ensuring maintenance is a breeze, the AquaPad CozyFlow includes a water removal kit. This thoughtful addition makes it easy to keep your sleep environment clean and hygienic. The package includes a sleek remote control, complete with a battery for instant usability. Last, but certainly not least, tucked inside you'll find comprehensive instruction manuals. Now we're going to go ahead with a setup of the AquaPad CozyFlow heated mattress pad. Follow along with us as we walk you through each step of setting up the AquaPad CozyFlow water-heated mattress pad. First, we laid the mattress pad out on the bed. aligning the edges to the edge of the mattress. We secured it in place using the elastic straps at the 4 corners, and this is one area that we found a little bit difficult to get the 4 elastic straps on at one time. Then place the main unit on an even surface. There is a small plastic screw on the bottom of the main unit that is there for stability during transport. This needs to be removed. When you place the main unit on a surface, you need to make sure that there's a distance of more than 1 foot between the main unit and the mattress pad. And then the vertical height between the main unit and the mattress pad should be less than 1.6 feet. This is to ensure that the main unit is most efficient when connected to the mattress pad to heat the bed. You should avoid placing the main unit on an uneven floor or a carpeted area to prevent automatic shutoff triggers. And we decided to place the unit because it is pretty small and streamlined on the bedstand next to our bed. Then connect the hoses to the back of the main unit. Now at first we thought that these were going to be easily disconnected when not in use, but we found that the hoses were very thick and actually a little bit difficult to put on the back of the main unit. And then we found them difficult to remove, which you'll see a little bit later. So we felt that overall the tubing was very secure on the back of the main unit, and we weren't worried about any leaking accidents when we were using it. After turning on the main unit, we were ready to fill it. And we want to make sure that you should always fill a unit like this with purified or distilled water, just like something you would use in a CPAP device. And we use distilled water that we buy at Walmart for about $1. There are various amounts of purified water that will be needed, and for ours, the king size bed, we needed 54 ounces of water. Then you go ahead and open up the water inlet lid and add the water until the water level indicator light is off. The light may blink again as water is transferred to the mattress pad, but continue adding water until the light is off. And then once everything's filled, go ahead and close the lid. Then you're ready to go. Let's go through some of the functions of the main unit. Of course, you're going to find a power on and off button. You can also adjust the temperature using the temperature adjustment button on the main unit or on the remote control. You can set a sleep mode with 3 intelligent sleep modes that you can look at in more detail on the website of AquaPad. There's a normal sleep mode, a cooler sleep mode, and a warmer sleep mode. There's an automatic dim mode so that you don't have light in your face while you're sleeping, and if the main unit is inactive for 30 seconds, the lights will dim. You can set a timer, so if you just want to warm up your bed when you're ready to go to sleep, you can set a timer for about 1 hour, or you can leave it on for up to 24 hours. There's also a child lock. You can prevent unexpected operation by infants and children by activating the child lock. There's a heat sterilization, and we really like this because when you use any type of water mattress pad, over time there may become some issues with standing water. Use the heat sterilization mode to sterilize the mattress pad, bed sheet, and the comforter. What happens is that the water temperature goes to 149 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours, and then after completion the water temperature drops to 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Do not sit or sleep on the mattress pad during sterilization. We wanted to walk through safely disconnecting and storing an AquaPad CozyFlow mattress to ensure a smooth transition when you need to pack it away, and we plan to put this away and store it when we're not using it during the summer months. First, make sure that, of course, that you have a safe temperature so that you can drain the water. Next, you're going to drain the main unit, so prepare some sort of container to receive water, and it's generally going to be about 500 mL in volume. Remove the hose connected to the water inlet, water outlet connector. Now, this is one of the areas that we found a little bit difficult. First of all, it was hard to remove the hose connected to the back of the main unit. It took us a little bit of time, and once we got one hose disconnected, we had to work on the second hose. And while that one hose was disconnected, it began to leak water onto the surface where the main unit was. We decided to use a second person to hold the hose so that it wouldn't leak any further. One suggestion that we have is to employ a clip to close the water tubing when it is disconnected. Now, you could do this simply at home with something like a large paper clip, or You could use a clothespin. You can use the water removal kit syringe to plug at least one side of it, but this will only work on one side. Once the hoses are disconnected, prepare to receive the water from the pad. Now we put the water receiving container on the floor and then used gravity to help drain the pad. We also used our hands to push a little bit on the pad and extra water was able to come out then. Remember, you also have the water removal kit, and what you do is insert the air pump into the hose and pump slowly to push water out the other side. So what's our opinion on this product? First off, the cost is very reasonable compared to other options out there. This mattress pad and the cooling mattress pad come in at under $300 at the time that we're filming this. Now we're eyeing the cooling pad for future trials, but for now, the value for money is impressive. We've seen other comparable units over $1,000 for a king-size pad. The next thing we thought was really surprising is how quiet the unit is. It's really amazing. The low-profile reservoir not only looks sleek, but it also adds to the overall quiet and unobtrusive experience. Other units that we've tried have fans and sound a little bit more like a white noise experience. The simplicity of this is nice for assembly, operation, the timer, sterilizing, and setup. The last thing that we were really impressed with was the efficiency and how quickly the unit heats the bed. Now that was pretty awesome. No more cold nights, and all that we did is when we were ready to go to bed and brush our teeth, we turned on the unit to get the bed warm. And when you got into the bed, no experiencing those super cold sheets. The bed was nice and toasty. Now we did have a few concerns, so let us dive into those. At first, we were worried about the tubing disconnecting easily, potentially causing a mess. But that really wasn't the case, and in fact, it was challenging to remove the tubing for drainage. We thought the addition of quick fit adapters may be a useful addition to the pad, but that's something that really is up to the company. We weren't really sure how a quick fit adapter would interfere with the pump for drainage or for usage of the device. The only other thing that we suggest is that using a clamp when removing the tubing from the back of the unit is extremely important. You could find one of these at home by either using one of those black, big paper clips, or you could use maybe a clothespin to close off the tubing when you are removing the tubing, not to make a mess of water draining out everywhere. Now let's address another issue we had with the AquaPad CozyFlow, the elastic straps. In our usage, we found them to be a bit challenging to secure onto our mattress. We've encountered other brands with more user-friendly strap designs that seem to fit better. They were wider and maybe perhaps a little bit longer. However, it's important to note that in our opinion, the efficacy of these straps really isn't a deal breaker. Why? Because a well-fitted sheet over the pad does an excellent job of keeping everything securely in place. So while the initial struggle with the elastic straps might have been a minor hiccup, it really doesn't impact the overall functionality and comfort provided by the AquaPad. Thanks for tuning in to our insights on the AquaPad CozyFlow heated water mattress pad. To us, it seems like a fantastic addition to anyone's sleep routine with just a few minor considerations. If you've had experience with this product or have any suggestions, drop them in the comments below. Please stay tuned in the future to see our review of Neat's AquaPad Breeze water cooling mattress pad when the weather gets warmer. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and share it with anyone considering the AquaPad CozyFlow heated water mattress pad, or anyone considering an electric blanket as another alternative. In the meantime, always remember to make meaningful and healthy travel happen, and we'll see you next time.